Hi. So in this video, I will be sharing with you how to host your own Google Analytics alternative plausible on your on your own server, and it's a very good alternative. I'll just show you the demo. It's just super easy to use, a lot of good details, and make sure the tracking and everything. Even it has ad blocker bypass, so the tracking part is taking it well off. And the pros of self-hosting is that many ad blockers add plausible in the block list. So if you load the ad script from your own domain, so chances are that even if still it will be loading. So there's a lot of pros if you self-host it, so you don't have to get rid of the subscription, so you are hosting it on your own. But let me quickly show you how I'll be hosting. So there is a way which plausible suggests that they have their own way, Docker. Okay, so there you pull up a own server and you do a Docker installation, and you do it that way. Another way is that I use RunCloud. So with RunCloud, since I manage multiple WordPress websites, so I use just this one. There are others way as well, which is like Poolify and all such tools. But again, you have to host this as well and all such things, so which you have to connect. But RunCloud is super easy. Like you can immediately pull a server, beat whatever IP head teaser and this solution, and you can easily do the configurations from here. Okay, and it comes with own SSL backup. So I just get a good overview, as well as I have the specs of server, that how much RAM and all such things a particular server is using always. So that's why I use RunCloud. So I'll be showing you how to do it using the RunCloud tool in this particular video. So I've just created a fresh app. It's a custom app. It's not a any WordPress or any such thing. And one of the main thing which is important to is that you need to do in this as custom. Okay, so this is something important. And there's other things which RunCloud provides. WordPress is super good. So if you are hosting WordPress website, I'll highly insist you to check out RunCloud. But for now, since it's a custom application, so I'll be using this one, and this in a custom Nginx mode. And now let me root login. I will be installing Docker, so that in one server I install the Docker as a root, and then I allocate the Docker to different users. Okay, so for example, in this case, the user is the user here is analytics data user. So that's I can easily allocate the Docker to this and run the application. So let's go to terminal. So I'll just quickly do the root login. Okay, I'll just add this and paste the password. Okay, so I've root logged in now. So you can easily install Docker by clicking this command. So since I've already installed this, I'm not repeating this step of the Docker part. Okay, so once it's installed, then you install the Docker plugin, so which is this one, the Compose. Okay, so this will be installing the Compose part. Since, as I mentioned, I want this Docker, so this has been installed as a root. Now I'll be allocating this permission to this particular user in the server. Okay, so if I'm hosting another app, I can allocate the permissions to that particular thing. So for example, user mod Docker to this particular user. So now the user has been allocated. Okay, so now I will be going as a user. I will be changing from root. So now I've logged into the server as analytics data user, which is owning that particular part. And I'll just quickly see my Docker version to ensure. And if this fails, which means the user does not have permission to the Docker. Okay, because Docker makes the whole thing super easy for you. And okay, done. Now we will be going to this path where we will be installing the plausible. So I'll just copy the root path from here, and I'll do a cd. I'll do paste this. Okay, and then here I will be creating a new it's called a YML file, so which instructs the Docker to compose all the files. So I'll just create a new file, and I'll name this. You can also do this from command line, okay, through by Nano, by creating a file, but I will be doing this from here. RunTop just makes, because it has an inbuilt file manager, so I just do this very easily. So what data does this have? So this has all the instructions of when you install the whole thing. You need to, so the things you need to replace here is the link. Okay, so you need to add a base URL. So in my case, it's analytics.aditya.sharma.com, which is my domain, so where I wish to host this. So this is the whole part where I wish to, and all the the version of ClickHouse, the database, and the version of Plausible I'm adding. So I'm adding the latest one, which is the 3.01, which is the one of the latest stable one. You can also, if you wish, you can go to the version 2, which is the most stable version recommended by them. But you can go with the version 3 as well. That's it. I'll just hit this and click on save. Okay. Let me and here's a command which you can generate. like I'll be here. You see that replace this with OpenSSL. So what I'll be doing, I'll be just creating a quick secure link. I'll just be on this, and I'll just copy this and paste it here. Okay. This is just a secret file for protection, and hit save. And let's get back here. I'll clear this quickly, and then I'll be composing my DB house. So this is the database which is used, and after that I'll be running some few more commands. These are just for the migration, because you know the version 3 has some migration, so many of it is already done for me, but I'm just showing you the command so that the migration part is important for you to do. And that's it, we are done. I'll be doing the compose and run the full step, because database migration is required for the version 3 part. Okay, I'll be seeing with docker ps command if everything is working. So yeah, it's all working, and I'll be quickly seeing if the port is working or not. So I'll just go on this. That's it. So it's working internally. So now I need to add a config so that the routing is taken care. I'll just show you, because if I go to the website now, it's forbidden. Okay, because internally it's working, but I need to do the routing part. So first I'll be going to Nginx config, and I'll be creating a new one, because as I told you, you need to have it in the manual here. This one, it needs to be custom, and I'll be pasting my config here. Okay, so this is the config which I need to add, which I'm instructing that all the Nginx server which is hitting this particular domain, it should be porting to port number 8000. And if you're using any other application, in that case, you make sure that you are using a different port. So I'll reverse proxy. Yeah. So I'll click on this, and I'll replace it with this one, debug. Like I run this, save content. That's it. We are done. I'll quickly restart my Nginx. So I'll just go to my main server, and here I'll be restarting my Nginx. MariaDB is being used by WordPress websites. As I told you, I'm using this server for multiple other use cases. Now let me refresh. So it's working. So Plausible has been installed, and you just have to create your first own account, and that's it. You're just ready. You can just add this analytics code on the website, and you're ready to do the tracking. And you know, even if you are, like I have seen in the community, even if you host a $4, $5 VPS, you can easily do a 20K hit traffic or even more like per month. So you're going to save a lot even without paying for the cloud version. So this is be helpful. But if you are someone who don't wants to get into all those things, just go ahead with the cloud version. They have the cloud version as well. But this is something I would, and I wanted to share this whole process with you.